The Nintendo Switch is out. It's been out for the better part of around 3 days as of me recording this. Now that we have it, I guess we can't help but wonder, what does this mean for Nintendo? What do the early impressions and the early opinions of the device reflect on its place in the marketplace? Based on some early impressions, and now I have to be entirely honest with you, I haven't gotten a lot of time with it myself, but generally from what I've been hearing all around, it's a pretty solid device. There's some synchronization issues with the, I believe, left Joy-Con, and on top of that, some of the placement on the right Joy-Con, and most particularly with the analog stick, kind of makes it a little hand-crampingly ugly to use. But that aside, it's been pretty relatively positive. Battery life usually lasts around 2.5 hours with the most intensive game out now, which is The Legend of Zelda, obviously. But all pros and cons aside, I guess we have to ask ourselves, can this thing really stack up to the PS4 and the Xbox One, and most importantly, the PS4 Pro and the soon-to-be-released Project Scorpio? It's too early to tell, but based on what we have right now, I think Nintendo is in a pretty decent place to be able to turn this in their favor. Now, that being said, I do have some concerns. Now, I know this has probably been talked about to death, but the main gripe I've always had with Nintendo is the lack of third-party support. Now, I know a lot of consumers are okay with that. A lot of the people that buy Nintendo products all the time are probably actually going to give me a little bit of flame for this. That's okay. I mean, people are allowed to have opinions. But the people that buy the Nintendo consoles are cool with just using it for the Nintendo stuff, or maybe some third-party guys that like to produce on Nintendo. But that's not going to be good for Nintendo. Nintendo needs to be able to be competitive with the Xbox One and the PS4. Now, I know what you're thinking. Skyrim! And I know Skyrim is coming for the Nintendo Switch sometime later this year. The thing is that we can just look back in time a little bit. We can see Arkham City came out on the Wii U. Mass Effect 3 came out on the Wii U. Did Watch Dogs? No. But, stuff came out. Stuff came out that was considered to be, Xbox 360, PS3 territory of games. They came out for the Wii U and got trounced. Nobody wanted them. And around the time those games came out, they were already considered pretty outdated. They were already old. They were already games that everybody had already praised and loved and everything. They just kind of came like upwards of 8 months after their initial, fresh launch. Skyrim has a very interesting place because Skyrim came out 6 years ago, and yeah, the HD remake came out very recently, but I feel like everybody who wanted Skyrim has already picked up Skyrim, and everybody who wanted the HD remake has already picked up the HD remake. Now, that's not to say that the people who bought the Switch are not gonna go out immediately and buy Skyrim. I don't doubt it, but it's the same place. We're in a very similar place, but Nintendo has a better marketing strategy and they have a better position. So I feel it's very important to establish the fact that this is just the Wii U, but done right. This is the Wii U concept elevated to the nth degree, done right. That's not a bad thing. In fact, it's the opposite. The Wii U was gonna be this big hype device, and once we found out that the Wii U actually was, you can't take it everywhere, a lot of people were bummed, but it was still kind of neat having this second screen. So yes, be hyped, be excited, enjoy your Zeldas, enjoy your 1-2 Switch. Have fun with it, because it's a new piece of technology, and it's always fun when we get new tech. It's always fun when the new console comes out, and I don't want to deflate any sales. I absolutely do not. But to all the guys that are screaming and praising from the top of the mountains, Nintendo is back! Maybe just hang on a sec, because I think we need to see just a little bit more from those third parties. We need to see more big league support. Even if they're graphically destroyed, I don't care. We need to see more third-party support for big games. I think the day that Call of Duty, and I believe there was Call of Duties on the Wii U, the day that we see a main title Call of Duty come out alongside the PS4 and Xbox One variants, I think we're pretty set, because those games, the big tier games, are going to be the ones where Nintendo Switch is going to be a viable replacement for the PS4 and Xbox One, which I'm pretty sure you could argue Nintendo wouldn't be too disappointed about. Just replace the Xbox One, PS4. Maybe that's something they want, but that's what they need. And based on how much hype this thing is getting, it's in a position to do it. We just need to make sure that Nintendo is able to deliver on the promises of excellent, compelling third-party games. Guys, if you like what you heard, maybe throw a subscribe to my little channel, my tiny little channel, my baby little channel with like, what do I have, like 20 subs? 5 subs? I don't know. Very little subs. But if you think, maybe subscribe, maybe throw a like down there. That'd be tight. That'd be cool. Just some likes down there. I like, I'm looking down as if I'm looking down at the like bar. You know what I mean? Just hit that thing, man. Just hit that like button. That's always fun. That's a fun thing to do. I like doing that from time to time. With videos I like primarily. If you didn't like it. Anyway, guys, I will catch you the next time we interact.